Get on my face.
Huh?
Get on my face. For
But
real.
but don't black women want to be white though? That makes
Get
them
on my
though.
face.
Ma'am, please.
No, I'm about to start screaming.
Why are you gonna scream at me for? What'd I do?
Face. You saying some bullshit.
I'm telling the truth though.
Oh!
Oh, what is the most beautiful race of women on the earth?
Black women, duh.
Why would you guys say black? Why do you say black?
Shit.
You good?
Yes, black people are beautiful, duh.
Why wouldn't you say it's white women though?
Get on my face.
Huh?
Get on my face. For real.
But don't black women want to be white though? That makes
Get
them
on
though.
my face.
Ma'am, please.
No, I'm about to start screaming.
Why are you gonna scream at me for? What'd I do?
Face. You saying some bullshit.
I'm telling the truth though. What is the most beautiful race of women on the earth?
Black women.
Why do you say black?
I don't know. I mean, I am black, obviously. My mother's black. My grandmother's black. Everyone in my family is black. I mean, I wouldn't say black is the only race that has beautiful women, but since I'm melanin, of course, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Don't you feel like maybe white women might be the most beautiful race on the earth? Like, possibly.
No.
But, okay, if white women are not the most beautiful race of women on the earth, then how come a lot of black women want to be like white women? How come a lot of Asian women want to be like white women? How come a lot of Africans want to be like white women?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know too many people that want to be like white women, but I have seen some on social media. I don't know. I feel like some people look up to them as the standard, but not me.
Okay, I do understand that, but
Also,
yes.
I feel like maybe they don't have enough self-love. But then it's also a case where some people are just, they grow up around a bunch of white people, so that's kind of all they know. So, yeah.
Okay, but what about the black women that wear like 613 blonde wigs, straight wigs, and things like this? Because if they didn't see a white woman do it first, why would they even have the inclination to put on a straight blonde wig or anything like that?
I mean, a white woman's hair is naturally straight. But black women can have straight hair too. All you have to do is flat iron. And I feel like as for the color, it's just color. I wouldn't say that women get 613 wigs because white women have it.
But I do understand that. But if God wanted you to have straight hair, don't you think He would have put you on this planet that way? Because the thing about straightening your hair as well, that actually damages your hair. So by the time it gets here, like you're always trimming it off. So like, why do black women do things that damage their hair to achieve this look of straightness?
I think that there's a way to straighten your hair while keeping it healthy. And then as for the trimming part, you have to trim your hair regardless of if you straighten it or not. That's actually how to retain your hair. And to make sure you don't get split ends and things like that, you have to trim it regardless of if you straighten it or not. God did put us on this earth with curly hair, but it's different types of curly hair. Some are closer to the straight ends, some are closer to the more kinky, and their curls are a little bit tighter. But again, I don't think straightening your hair means you want to be like a white woman.
Okay.
And even if you were going to look at it from that perspective, Asian people have naturally straight hair. There are other races that have naturally straight hair. So even if I did want to straighten my hair, it wouldn't, like, who says it's because a white woman is doing it or because that's how their hair is. It could be because that's how our Asian woman's hair is. That's not the case at all for me, but I'm just saying it's not always white women, you know?
I do understand that. But I mean, like, if black people were never colonized, they would never even have the chance really to see anybody with straight hair in the first place. So if we lived in all black societies and black communities, it would be afros, it would be dreads, it would be twists, it would be things like that. So how could you not get it from a white person? Because Asians didn't colonize us, so it has to be them. Am I right?
I can definitely see it from your perspective, but again, I still feel like because of the how far we've come with like technology and different devices and flat irons and blow dryers and things like that, I feel like eventually we might have ended up getting to a point where we flat iron our hair.
So you're saying because of the inventions that, like Madam C.J. Walker, I think it is, invented the curling iron or something like that. Like these inventions caused black women to straighten their hair and things like that.
I wouldn't say the inventions caused it. I would say it kind of encouraged it, but even then, just because we have the inventions doesn't mean you have to straighten your hair. Some people don't prefer to straighten their hair. Some people do like to straighten their hair. I don't straighten my hair often, but obviously right now I'm straightening because I have a sew-in. So I feel like it kind of depends. You can choose to use like flat irons and hot combs to straighten your hair, but you can also choose not to. So I feel like it's just the good knowing that you have the option to do it. That's what the adventures are for.
Okay. I'm pro natural all the way because a lot of black women straighten their hair a lot because of insecurities. Like I'm not saying you necessarily, but a lot of black women feel insecure about their natural curls. They don't like shrinkage and things like that. So that's why they straighten their hair, put on wigs and weaves. And they also do it because they say convenience. I don't believe that, because anything that you love, you will make time for. Do you agree with that statement?
I mean, I agree, but like you said, sometimes people just don't have the time for it. Obviously, sometimes you do your natural hair. I do my natural hair sometimes, but like you said, it's the convenience. Like homecoming was a few weeks ago. I wanted to get something that would be easy to maintain. Like when I would just want to wake up and go somewhere, like we spontaneously go to a party, and that will also look cute. And yes, my natural hair is would be cute, very cute, but I just wanted something different. Like you said, I feel like the people that I know that straighten their hair, I wouldn't say that it's because they're like, oh, I don't like my shrinkage, so I'm gonna straighten it. If that was the case, I feel like if shrinkage and not liking your curls was the reason you got your hair flat iron, I feel like people would just get relaxers, which is different than getting your hair straightened every few weeks.
Is it different though? Is it really?
Yes. A relaxer you have to grow out in order to get your natural curls back. When you get your hair straightened or flat ironed or hot combed, you just need to wash it a couple of times, maybe do a few masks, and your curls will be back, bounce right back.
Okay.
If your hair is healthy.
Okay, I do see that, but like we were talking about earlier, like straightening your hair damages it and stuff like that. You were saying that you have to cut your hair anyway or trim it anyway. But I'm saying if you don't straighten it, then you'll have to do less trims because there's going to be less split ends. Because if you take care of your natural hair, you won't have to trim it all the time, or it won't get split ends like that, because straightening it can cause split ends. Right. So.
But it's like that. It's a lot of things that can cause split ends. Straightening it can cause split ends sometimes. Not trimming it often enough can cause split ends. But like I said, if you go to certain people that know how to do hair, if you go to hair specialists and they straighten your hair, they flat iron your hair, they'll tell you, like, they'll just advise you on how often you should get it flat ironed, and they'll also give you products that you can use to make sure that your curls do bounce back and that your hair is not damaged or your curls aren't stretched out. That's another thing. There's a difference between your curls being stretched out and having actual damage and your hair being dead. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that. They think that because their curls are a little bit looser than what it was before, that their hair is damaged, but it's just stretched out. And that's not always from flat ironing. It can also be from stuff like doing slick back ponytails when your hair is in its curly state, different things like that.
My last question today: how do you feel about white women who wear culturally black hairstyles like box braids and things like that? Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to finish the full video, you can subscribe at patreon.com by hitting the first link in the description. Not only will you get access to this video, but you'll get access to every single video that I've ever posted, which is over 100 heated debates. I post the full videos on patreon.com just because YouTube does like to censor a lot of things, just because people today are so sensitive. So if you would like to support me and support my movement, then go to patreon.com and hit subscribe. I appreciate you.